This the other week, Joe, we talked about this idea. Everybody has a more of staying in a pocket, moving around, and trying to get somebody open. But, you know, sometimes you need to just take off. And Sheeter had all kinds of open green grass on this side. If he had just taken off, he had at least 5 yards and went a 3rd and 5 instead of a 3rd and 10.
3rd and long. Ligonier Valley 0 for 1 on 3rd down so far tonight. Empty backfield again. Sheeter to throw. Sheeter flicks it ahead, complete to the tight end, Cage Dowden, and he rumbles for a 1st down. Knocked out of bounds around the 31-yard line by Caleb Burke and Alan Mangus. 10-yard pickup when they needed 10.
Yeah, that's a big play. They needed that 1st down. They hadn't been able to get anything going positively so far. Nice job waiting around, finding the receiver coming across. Hits him on kind of a shallow drag. Does a good job making the 1st down.
Should say 11-yard pickup. Nevertheless, it is enough for the 1st down. And Ligonier Valley, 21 yards total. This their 2nd possession of the evening. Miller will be the tailback here. Remember, Sheeter the quarterback, and Sheeter out of pistol look again. Fakes the give, but Miller might have gone the wrong way there, or he leaned the wrong way. Either way, Sheeter just had to make what he could out of it, and nets a yard.
I think what they had on there, Joe, was one of those where they're trying to read a guy, and it's like we talked about with the option game, where sometimes you give that fullback dive. In this case, it was like a dive look to the tailback, and then you follow him. And I think that was kind of like a quarterback ISO type thing.
So 2nd down and 9.
Irregardless, it went nowhere.
And Sam, we've only seen Kerry Miller. We thought he might be lugging the ball a little bit more, but he did have 21 carries last week, had 21 carries in this game last year as well. Over 100 yards each time, but remember, he did miss the 1st week of the playoffs with that ankle injury. Back to 100% now. Beard the motion man. The give is to Miller again. And Miller
he fumbled again.
Fumbled again. It's recovered by Richland. Ball comes loose, coming through the line, and picking it up is Lucas Sable, the senior.
There's really no reason to drop that ball. Kind of curious what's going on. But you see, he has great running room, and he just comes through and dropped it. Yeah, so I said, there's really no reason.
So the 2nd time he's put it on the ground in this game. The 1st one recovered by Ligonier Valley, but this one a turnover, the 1st of the evening.
And that's the 3rd time they put it on the ground total.
So a 1st and 10, Richland in in the plus territory, great position at the Ligonier Valley 37. Kellen Stahl in shotgun. Gonna loft it up. He's looking for Tustin. He got him. Touchdown, Richland.
Well, they just ran a little stop route out here, and Tustin basically went on the smash route to the corner, and he ran right by 2 guys. And so all the attention they're paying to Caleb Burke, I was kind of worried about what might happen with Tustin, because he's a pretty good receiver in his own right, and you're going to see him run right by these guys on the replay here. And he runs right by 2 of them, and I'm not sure who's responsible for him, but they got to do a better job than that in man coverage.
Sam, Kellen Stahl threw that when Trevor Tustin wasn't even looking.
Well, and that's when you got to throw it. That's, you know, they teach you to throw that before he makes the break from anymore, and he did a really nice job with that.
Adam Facci's extra point is good. Kellen Stahl now with 38 touchdown passes this year to just 3 interceptions. Trevor Tustin hauls in his 9th receiving TD of the year, his 14th touchdown overall, and it's a 14-0 lead for the top seed in the District 6 Class 2A ranks.
Well, Ligonier's got to settle down. They can't keep turning the ball over like this. Last week, they turned the ball over 5 times against Bellwood-Annis, had 13 penalties against Bellwood-Annis, which made that game as close as it was. They're going to have to find something here. I'm not sure what it is or why all of a sudden they're turning it over, but they're going to have to settle down and get this offense moving.
Off the turnover, the big play, a 37-yard TD after the 12-yard touchdown to Burke, and that is what Richland has done in this District 6 title game. Overall, 2-3. Last year, a 21-12 win over Ligonier Valley. They made 3 consecutive appearances here, winning the title in 2012 against Forest Hills in a Bailey versus Bailey matchup. That was Brandon for Richland against his dad, Don, just recently retired, the legendary head man of the Rangers of Forest Hills.
Well, that had to be fun for the family. Somebody's got to sit around. And who's the mom's got to sit around and shoe size on that, right? The root for the husband, the root for the son.
Well, we asked Brandon Bailey before tonight's game what he learned most from his father, Don, and he talked about intangibles. He said, you know, Don Bailey was great at making those halftime adjustments, one of the better X's and O's guys there's ever been in his experience, but it's about the intangibles, and Richland certainly looking to bring those tonight.
Like how you treat kids and how you motivate kids, I would guess those were.
Yes, indeed. Kerry Miller swung down as he crosses the 20-yard line. And Richland is fired up. You can just sense it, especially after converting the turnover into points. Tyler Reed with another special team stop.
With a 14-0 lead and already got 2 turnovers, you ought to be fired up. If that doesn't fire you up, I don't know what will.
Well, 1st and 10, Ligonier Valley, and they'll spot the ball at the 23. And Ligonier Valley needs to respond here, don't they?
Absolutely. They can't let this keep going on this way. There has to be some adjustment they make or something, you know, but they've got to pick this game up. Biggest thing, they got to hold on to the football.
Beard and Marinchak will split out to the left. And Beard the motion man. Sheeter to throw. Looking for Beard on the wheel route. Easy for me to say, but he's got it, and he's out to the 39-yard line. 16-yard pickup on the wheel route, Sam.
It was kind of a wascally wabbit, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
He did a real nice job on the wheel. Sheeter does a good job. He gets in the hole, and Sheeter nails the ball right in there. Nice play. That's what they need to do. They need to keep moving some plays here, settle the team down, get something positive going. Long way to go. A lot of football to play yet.
John Beard putting up exceptional numbers himself this year. 45 catches, 736 yards, 7 TDs. Leads the way in all 3 categories receiving. Sheeter rolls, fires down the sideline, incomplete. Kerry Miller was there, but that would have been a very tough catch for Kerry Miller to make.
Yeah, they had a shallow cross coming across here, and I thought they could hit that one, but did a really nice job, Richland, covering everything. They really didn't leave him a lot of room anywhere to put the football.
So 2nd and 10 from the 39 of Ligonier Valley is, see that Richmond secondary. Both of these teams exceptional in forcing turnovers this year. Richland has forced 21. Ligonier Valley has forced opponents to commit 33 turnovers entering tonight's game. And a toss out to Miller, shakes off one man, Kobe Bailey, but help arrives. Bryce Batch arrived on the scene. And that might be a loss on the play, and it is a loss of 2.
They're trying to set the screen up to Miller out here, and Richland does a really nice job of rallying back to the ball. Not getting bodies on bodies, people, not staying on blocks. Got to do a better job of that.
This time it'll be, there you see, Kerry Miller. Hasn't been able to shake loose just yet. Ligonier Valley 1 for 2 on 3rd down in this game, but facing a deep 3rd down again, 3rd and 12. Beard in motion. Sheeter just fires it quickly. It's incomplete. Marinchak didn't look back, and it was just the DB, Griffin LaRue, the sophomore, that was there. He tried to dive for it, but it falls incomplete. Ligonier Valley will have to punt.
I actually thought it was a screen as fast as they got pressure on that. They came with some blitz that time. They got some heat there right away. Again, Ligonier Valley is going to have to sort this out, and they've got to get some kind of running game going because their MO is not to throw it all over the place. So if they have to rely on throwing the ball, then it's going to be a long night for them.
2nd punt of the night for John Beard. His first one went 30 yards. Caleb Burke back deep to receive. And the kick away. And this another high one. It'll take a little bit of a Ligonier Valley roll. Burke gives it a deke, but it's down at the 28-yard line, a 35-yard kick. No return. It'll be Richland ball 1st and 10 at their 28-yard line, and action has been so fast and furious we just now have time to get to the Carnes Equipment defensive starters for Ligonier Valley. Christian Jablonski, Wiley Spiker, Mike Petroff along the defensive front. Aiden Kelly, Kerry Miller, Ethan Boring, the backers. We'll see Gabe Gonda along the defensive front as well. And in the defensive backfield, Nick Beidle, Jasper Arnone, Sam Sheeter, and John Beard. 1st and 10, Richland at its own, call it the 28-yard line now, and they'll empty the backfield again. TDs on each of their first 2 drives. Last play was a 37-yard touchdown pass. Quarterback draw this time, and this time read beautifully. Mike Petroff with great penetration stops that cold and stops it for a loss.
Trying to keep them honest with the draw here on 1st down because they've been tearing them up with the passing game. Interesting to see what they come back with here.
Under 4 minutes to play in the opening quarter. All Richland so far, Ligonier Valley 2 punts and a turnover. And again, Richland touchdowns on their first 2 drives.
Again, I think they're confused here a little bit as how they're lining up on this.
5 wide. Caleb Burke goes in motion, fake the pitch to him, screen the other way. Alan Mangus is the receiver, and Mangus gets a lane. Mangus across the 40. Mangus down the near sideline.
Nice cut.
Not brought down till he gets into Ligonier Valley territory at the 27. Mike Petrov had to chase him down from behind. A gain of 47 yards, as it looks like the receiver Mangus still down. Mike Petrov had to chase him down from behind, Sam, but great speed from a defensive lineman to make the play.
Well, they run Burke high in motion and make like they're going to toss and then bring that screen back underneath. They set it up beautifully. They really had everybody forward heading for Burke. They have so much attention paid to Caleb Burke right now that everything they're going to everywhere else, is paying dividends for them.
And credit as well should go to Sam Sheeter, who slowed him up, but Petrov motoring about 50 yards on that play to get the tackle, and Mangus is up and looks like he'll be all right. He'll head to the sidelines here.
I think he fell on the ball, Joe. Probably knocked the wind out of him.
That will take something out of you. 1st and 10 at the Ligonier Valley 27. Richland on the move again. Jordan Ford is in the game as a tight end to the left side. And Tustin will line up in the backfield as Richland presents the pistol look.
So they're going 2 tight ends, 2 flankers here.
And the give is to Tustin out of the backfield. Skips past the man. Beats Miller. Almost beats Sam Sheeter, but Sheeter wraps him up around the legs just shy of the first down marker.
Well, that time the end took himself out of play, ran way upfield, and gave him a really huge lane underneath. They're doing a nice job, Richland, up front on the offensive line here.
And another move by Richland into the Tyrone Ford red zone. Second trip into the red zone tonight. 2nd and 2. Play fake, stall, fires, incomplete. He was looking for Kobe Bailey, but Kiri Miller interrupted that pass. He got right in front, slicing right in front of the senior tight end to make the play and bring up 3rd down.
Well, they're man-to-man on that, so Miller had him man-to-man and did a nice job. Stayed right in his hip pocket. As soon as the ball was thrown, he broke underneath. Got his hand in the middle of that. Did a really nice job on that one.
Richland 1 for 2 on 3rd down tonight, as you see in somewhat anxious Ligonier Valley sideline.
Double tight end look again this time. Double twins to this side.
Ford's the tight end to the left, Bailey to the right. Burke is the man at the bottom of the formation. And you almost see the bracket coverage there on him.
Quarterback draw.
And Stahl goes forward, but is gobbled up right at the line of scrimmage. Aiden Kelly, the senior, with great penetration, number 25 that time. And this will depend on the spot, and it looks like he's just shy, probably about a half foot shy of first down yardage.
Looks like they're going to go for it again, Joe.
Converted a 4th and 8 for their first touchdown of the night. Hunter Chorick, a senior wideout, will check into the game now.
You answered my question. I was looking to see who that was. So they're going to empty it and go no back here, Joe. Another, I'll see, I thought maybe they'd come with that hitch route again.
4th and less than a yard. Fake the give. Stahl keep it himself. He's got the first down and more inside the 10-yard line. Sam Sheeter with the stop, but it's a pickup of about 10 yards, and it'll be a 1st and goal coming up for Richland.
So you bring him across kind of like you're going to give that jet sweep look, and it's kind of the inverted veer look where he takes it right up inside, picks up the first down, and we're going to be 1st and goal. Still no real good answers for Ligonier Valley here. Every once in a while they get a good play, but they just have not been able to get a stop and get off the field.
Sam, you talked about the dual threat capabilities of Kellen Stahl, and they're really coming to the fore here.
Well, they run him quite a bit. But obviously you make more of a fuss out of his throwing numbers because they're just ridiculous.
2 TD passes, but he's added 25 rushing yards so far.
Now they're stacking these guys over here, Joe, to try and get Burke a better release.
Quarterback draw again, and this time almost jumping into the line was Stahl, and he's brought down. It's Aiden Kelly who got him by the legs and would not let go. Lunges forward for maybe a couple. Now 131 yards passing and 27 rushing for Kellen Stahl this evening. 2nd and goal Ball spotted just inside the 7. And wow. Here's the train.
That's a really stacked eye.
We've
they're going to
seen
shift.
First time I saw that was Jim Harbaugh's Michigan team, but they'll motion out of it.
So they gave you double twins here.
Tustin's in the backfield to the left of Stahl. He'll throw. Pass into the end zone, intercepted. John Beard with the INT, his 7th of the year, and Ligonier Valley turns Richland away at the doorstep.
Well, Burke's complaining about something, I'm not sure what, but they try to give a rub route here and try to sneak that into Burke. Actually, the guy in the flat out here was Tustin, or was it Tustin? Or was it 3 maybe? I don't know. There was a guy in the flat here who was wide open, actually.
Might have been Griffin LaRue.
Maybe that's where the numbers mixed up.
And Beard's the only man there.
Not really sure what Burke's complaining about there.
Unless they rub the wrong guy out on the rub route. In either case, it's the first turnover of the night for Richland. Again, Beard's 7th interception of the year, the 23rd picked off by Ligonier Valley as a team this year. And 1st and 10 for Ligonier Valley at its own 20-yard line. And once again, they'll empty the backfield. Sam Sheeter, the quarterback, the only man back there, but it's a draw. They'll pull a man to the left. Gets a good block out across the 25 and pushed out of bounds right around the 33-yard line. Tackle made that time by Griffin LaRue, the sophomore cornerback.
Well, actually, Joe, as you saw that, they pulled the guard on that. So that's that power look we were talking about is one of the things that they run. And that's the quarterback power deal. Only no actual guy leading up through. It's just guard pulling around.
15-yard pickup for Sheeter and a 1st down. And the clock will start back up. Ligonier Valley will not, well, it'll stop at 18. He went out of bounds, I beg your pardon. So they will have to snap it at least one more time here in this first quarter. 2-by-2 this time.
And a back up tight.
And Sheeter
looking to run.
Again, chased down, and a penalty flag will go down as he heads out of bounds. Lucas Sable tried to bring him down at the line of scrimmage. He got out of his grasp and got a few yards. We'll check the penalty flag.
Well, that's going to be in the area of a hold, Joe, I would guess.
Danny Gramling, our referee tonight, will confer with his officials. Flag was thrown by the linesman on this side.
And that's something, if it's against Ligonier, they cannot afford.
And perhaps fortunate, unfortunate, either way, 10 yards from the spot of the foul, but the spot of the foul was the line of scrimmage. So it will be 1st and 20 for Ligonier Valley. Trailing by 2 touchdowns with 11 seconds to go first quarter.
And Kerry Miller not in the game right now.
Yep, 5 wides here for Ligonier Valley.
Not their MO. This is not their strong point.
They'll split Beard out a little further out to the right. He had the interception that set up this drive. Sheeter with a 4-man rush fires down the middle. It's complete as Beard is swung down with authority by Caleb Burke right at around the original line of scrimmage. It's going to be 2nd and about 11 for Ligonier Valley when we come back with second quarter action from Mansion Park in Altoona. Richland with a lead here in the District 6 2A title game on the WHVL Game of the Week presented by Geisinger.
Welcome to McClanahan's Downtown Market, family owned and operated since 1903. A full-service grocery store and deli with fresh meats and daily hot bar, offering catering and beer and wine to go. McClanahan's Downtown Market offers a wide variety of natural, organic, locally grown and produced healthy options. We're proud to be a Boar's Head market of distinction. McClanahan's Downtown Market, local and fresh every day.
It doesn't take long to become addicted to opioids. 13 Pennsylvanians die from them every day. Geisinger is committed to ending opioid addiction with both prevention and treatment. In the last 3 years, we've reduced the amount of opioids we prescribe by 50%, and we've opened 4 medication-assisted treatment centers across the state to help patients recover from addiction. Learn more at geisinger.org/haveenough.
out to the game tomorrow, stop by the Blue White Tailgate Party presented by GoPSURV.com. Join Jay Paterno, Todd Sadowski, and our special guest Blair Thomas in lot number 18 outside of Beaver Stadium. The party starts at 10 a.m. and runs all the way to kickoff. There'll be food and beverages to enjoy, as well as a fun time for all. The Blue White Tailgate Party presented by GoPSURV.com, and I can tell you firsthand, Blair Thomas, one of the greatest guys you'll ever want to meet. He'll love to talk Penn State football with you tomorrow before the game. 2nd and 11 for Ligonier Valley. And swinging it out to Miller, who juggled it but does make the catch. Jacob Sable is right there to bring him down as he gathers it in. A 5-yard pickup will set up a 3rd and 6.
So they cleared it out with the trips, and then they just swung Miller out of the backfield, and Sheeter does a nice job finding Miller on that, picks up positive yardage, gives him a 3rd and somewhat manageable down in distance here. You know, where they were backed up to 20, now you're going to be 3rd and 6-ish, which is a lot better than 3rd and 20.
Ligonier Valley 1 for 3 on 3rd down tonight. Griffin LaRue, you see the cornerback on the far side. He's across from John Beard right now.
No back again.
Sheeter looking left. Fires left and incomplete. Cage down, the tight end was right there, but somehow that just slipped through the 5-hole, and it's 4th and 6 and could be punt time again. Ligonier Valley's only punted 7 times this year entering the game, and it looks like this will be their 3rd punt of the night.
Yeah, they're working on doubling that number pretty quick here.
John Beard, who averaged 33 yards a kick on his first 7 punts of the year, is averaging 32.5 on his first 2 tonight. Caleb Burke back deep to receive. 14-0 Richland. They motion a man to the near side again as a gunner. And a line drive kick partially blocked. But bounces past the 30 and out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. Taking a look now at the conference standings presented by Hometown Sports Scene, starting with the Laurel Highlands Conference. Richland won that, a 10-0 record in conference. Up above Bishop Guilfoyle, Chestnut Ridge, and Bedford, and many of those games by lopsided scores. Meanwhile, in the Heritage, Ligonier Valley 9-0 to win it once again. Marion